Alright guys, giving you a 1 month update on these peppers. So it is February 2nd right now. I planted these peppers on January 1st. These are the same ones that I went ahead and showed you how to start the seeds off really quickly in that cooler with some heated bricks. So these are the first generation ones. As you can see, they're growing really well. They're nice and green. They're all healthy. None of them have aphids or fungus gnats, and hopefully they never will. Oh, that one's nice. So as you can see, I've got a good batch of these peppers growing right now. And actually after these started off, I started a second set, which are these over here. And these are obviously smaller because I started these about 2 weeks later. Most of them are doing really well, except for I've got like one or two little small ones like this that are struggling to survive. Hopefully it makes it, but most of the other ones are doing really well. So this is the second batch still. They're a little bit smaller than this first batch. And the reason I grow 2 batches, guys, is because if I take this first batch and plant them outside later on in the year, sometimes we get some pretty nasty hailstorms or some weather, or sometimes just some bugs go ahead and eat them. So I like to have a backup batch just in case anything happens to this first batch. One year I planted these outside. Literally a week later, I had a hailstorm come in and just decimate half of the crop. And I thought, okay, well, from now on I'm going to plant 2 batches and just pick the best ones out of each batch and then plant those and then have a secondary set that's just for backup purposes only. Obviously there's a lot of peppers here, so I won't be able to plant all of these in the garden. So what I'll do is I'll pick out the best ones, as I said before, and then anything that's left over, usually I just kind of give those away to anyone that wants them. So hopefully I'll have a few left over and the first batch will make it out there and nothing will happen to them. But this is just a 1 month update on how the peppers are growing. As you can see, I'm using the solo cup method, which I think Kangstar was one of the first people I've seen on YouTube that did it, and he started that whole movement of using these double solo cups where the first one has a few little holes cut in it, and you can see that there's some roots popping out from this one. And basically all you do is you go ahead and add some of your fertilizer mix down at the bottom of this cup. Put the second cup in there, and what it does is it forces the pepper roots to kind of go downward in order to find some of those nutrients. And the nutrients that I'm using here is just my master blend calcium nitrate and Epsom salt mix that I've posted in another video, so check that one out if you want to see what the ratios are there for making that. Let me check one of these other ones, see how the roots are doing there. Oh, okay. So we've got a nice little fuzzy root right here as well. And let's see what else. Okay, and this one's got a few other ones. Ah, there's another one. So, as I said, these are doing really well right now. There's quite a few of them. Although there are quite a few of these peppers, I restricted the varieties this year to mostly Scotch bonnets, 7 pot brains, some Morugas, both yellow and red, some Carolina Reapers. I did start a few, I think they're Ahi Chaparitas, I forget what they're called. Oh, yeah, Ahi Charapitas, sorry, I don't know what those are. So someone mentioned those, I'm gonna go ahead and give those a little shot. There's a few of those in this batch. And I think there may be a few Scotch brains and some Ahi lemons in here as well. But I kind of cut down on the number of varieties this year just because I found the ones that I like, and I'm just gonna keep growing those. I think I might have 1 or 2 odd varieties in here that maybe I just threw in a few seeds. I'll have to check. But as you can see, these are under this little grow light right now. I keep the light on for anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day. But right now it is really cold outside. It's kind of unusually cold for this area. It's about 25 degrees right now, and it is dropping down to the teens early in the morning tomorrow, and it's probably even getting colder than that for the next day. So it's gonna be cold for the next few days here. I'm trying to keep this grow light on to make sure that these peppers have enough heat and light and they're nice and toasty and keep growing. So what I'm probably gonna do is keep this light on for tonight and just let the peppers stay warm. So this is pretty much just a 1 month update, guys. As I mentioned, everything looks like it's doing really well at this point in time. I'll give you an update in a few weeks. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and go ahead and subscribe and like if you like watching these videos. So hopefully in a few weeks I'll give you another update on how the peppers are growing, and hopefully they're even larger and healthier. All right, guys, have a good one.